Hey guys, and welcome to this sketchbook tour. So if you're wondering if this is wood, then the answer is yes. So I took a bookmaking class when I was studying abroad in Italy, so I actually wanted to create a sketchbook with a variety paper, and I wanted the front and back cover to be made out of a really beautiful stained wood. And so I bound this myself. I should have done maybe one or two more because it is quite loose, as you can see. It moves around a little bit, but it's sturdy enough, and I was able to do different kinds of paper in here. But I made this little guy to be able to take with me on my very first trip to New York, and I did carve out this little medallion as a little design on the front. So if you're wondering if I did that, then yes, I did. Okay, so let's open this guy up. First, we have some notes from my art history class, and it was an art history class that was going to New York. So I knew I wanted to do a bunch of sketching while I was there, but I also needed to take a lot of notes on what I was seeing. So that was a self-portrait that I did in 2006, January 19th, and this was right after I had gotten back from Italy, so I was so excited to leave the country for the first time and go to Italy, and then as soon as I got back I was able to also go to New York, so that was really exciting. This was a little brochure from an Egon Schiele exhibit I went to, and funny enough, I met my husband years later, but he went to this exact same exhibit when he was living in New York. So this is a little oil pastel rendering I did after a Kandinsky painting in the Guggenheim. It's called Blue Mountain and was done in 1908 to 09. And I did my version, my little sketch in 2006. So you can see the original here as I have on a little postcard, but it was so fun just to play with oil pastels and do some of the sketches from life in person. So I highly recommend doing that if you get a chance to go to a museum and look at some famous artworks. So this was a self-portrait that I did when I returned from the New York trip. So some of these little things, I was supposed to come up with a project of my own when I got back to my college in South Carolina. So that was something that I did, but this was while I was here, just taking some notes, I bought bunches of postcards, and because I wasn't able to do drawings of everything, I just didn't have time. So for anything that I was inspired by, I bought a little postcard and was intending on doing a little painting or drawing of it later in my sketchbook, but of course life gets in the way and that never really happened. This was one I was able to do from life in the museum. Yeah, so some more postcards that I intended to sketch out but never did. Here is one that I did on the red sketching paper, so that was fun to kind of play with the highlights and the shadows and let the red sort of be that mid-tone color coming through. And again, I intended to sketch out this girl here. This is a Hogarth, Miss Mary Edwards, 1697 to 1764. Of course, I never got around to doing that, but I'm kind of wondering if I should try to come back and do that if I ever have time. And I just have more notes here from things I was seeing. Phantom of the Opera I did get to go to while I was in New York, so it was so fun to see a Broadway show, so I just did this little sketch to remind me of that. And this was a canvas paper that I actually just pre-gessoed with different colors. I kind of put in this background, and of course I never did a sketch here, but I'm thinking I should come back and do that. So here are just some more notes that I took. This was at the Met after a Van Gogh, so I did at least come on and do these with oil pastels and some of the pages, but this was, at the Met. So here were just some small sketches I did of some, I think these were sculptures. Yeah, monumental sculptural blue period. Picasso. I can't quite remember though if these, I guess this was, no, it says a lithograph, so I guess it was not a sculpture. Just can't remember those very well. But here I did just like some quick sketches of some things I was seeing. This was from Francis Bacon, and I noticed from taking art history that if I just did little sketches like this, it just helped me even just remember some of the fine art I was seeing. So Rene Magritte, The Lovers, 1928, another Magritte, The False Mirror. Yeah. This was a Cezanne painting, and I absolutely love Cezanne. His work is just incredible. I love the colors, I love the texture, I love the placement, I love the just subtle distortions of the pieces. So yeah, that was also at the Met, January 17th, 06. And here I say I never fully appreciated Cezanne's work until I saw it in person. His bright play of color and distortion of form and perspective is remarkable. So that was just a quick little note I took there. So yeah. Some more pieces. This was a little drawing that I did of Berthe Morisot. And these I actually did with a little bit of paint. Of these first two, I believe. Yeah, so that was the original paintings, and so I just did sort of my own little version to be able to remember them. And here's another just quick little sketch. And this turned out to be my favorite little sketch of the whole sketchbook. This was Robert Rauschenberg's sculpture of the goat, and it has like a tire around it. And it's just amazing. And this was the bed, and I remember so clearly seeing these, and probably sketching it out helped me help solidify those memories in my mind. But yeah, this was also at the Met from January 17th, 2006, and just I did, you know, I think I first sketched it with some pen. I think I had also some watercolor, like this is some watercolor on the goat's face. So I just absolutely love the way this turned out. And yeah, that's the end of this sketchbook. If you think I should go back and fill in some of these pages, even though it is literally like 14 years later, oh, it's so crazy to say that, but if you think I should come in and fill some of these blank pages, then leave me a comment down below and let me know, because I would love to get your opinion on that. If you think, no, just leave it because it's sort of that time capsule, or if you think, wait, don't waste paper, like go in and fill in the rest. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. But anyways, guys, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button if you liked this video, and make sure to click the little bell to get notified every time I come out with a new video. I love you so much, guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.